Hello, let me introduce you to our company. Storengy, a subsidiary of Engie, is the first natural gas storage operator in Europe. We develop and operate all kinds of energy storage solutions. A committed energy transition player, Storengy also offers technical skills in developing geothermal projects to numerous partners worldwide. With over 60 years experience in storage development and operations and more than 600 wells drilled, we have a natural gas storage capacity of 12 billion cubic meters on 21 sites in Europe. All of our projects are based on respecting local authorities' regulations. And safety is an essential aspect of operations management. Drilling can begin. Some essential elements are needed for successful work. First of all, a consolidated ground, a 40 meters high derrick, a working platform 6 meters above ground where tools are assembled and operated, a control room, a drill bit, drilling rods which can be screwed together to reach great depth, a blowout preventer for safety in case of drilling in a pressurized environment, a mud zone with tanks, drilling thread and vibrating screens, pumps, a zone for dealing with spoil with sealing pit. And lastly, electricity generators to power the working area. Work begins once all these elements have been assembled. First of all, drilling mud circulates constantly. This mud is clay and water-based and cools the drilling tools and consolidates the well. Two main stages are alternated to drill a well. The first stage consists of driving the drilling tool into the ground using heavy rods operated from the working platform. It crushes the ground and begins to form the well. The second stage consists of inserting shaft lining and cementing. The drilling tool is brought back to the surface and sections of pipe are screwed together and inserted into the hole. These pipes are then sealed in the ground using cement. They consolidate the walls and seal the inside of the hole perfectly from the ground. These two stages are alternated. Each drilling stage is carried out with a smaller drill bit than the one used before until the final depth is reached. The hole's diameter and the casing pipes get smaller as they go through the geological strata. For geothermal drilling, two deviated wells are drilled opposite each other in order to use the hot groundwater in open circuit. During these stages, the drilling mud full of crushed rocks resurfaces and is cleaned on the vibrating screens in the mud zone. Once it's been cleared of dirt, the mud is pumped back into the hole. Spoil samples are taken from the vibrating screens and analyzed on the platform to check the geology of the drill strata. The rest is dealt with and removed several times a week and brought to authorized collection sites. Nothing remains on site. We are a responsible company and place environmental and societal commitment at the heart of our concerns. The average setup of a drilling site takes 1.5 months. If the site is close to houses, sand walls can be built to avoid noise disturbance. When the drilling is completed and all of the equipment dismantled, the only visual impact is the well head, which can even be buried sometimes. Lastly, during the operational phase, Storengy drives the well's performance and guarantees the operational monitoring by carrying out maintenance. Once built, the wells make it possible to supply an urban community with energy while remaining in line with the energy transition. They are connected to the natural gas transmission and distribution grids if they're located on our storage sites, or to electricity and heating networks in connection with the geothermal project, thus supplying end consumers with renewable, non-intermittent energy.